Hi, Service Alternatives, and happy Friday. I recently had an opportunity to take a vacation, and boy, was it needed. It was a different vacation than usual, like the rest of yours, but it was really nice to take a break from my typical work routine. I hope each of you is finding a way to recognize the stress that COVID might be having in your life. I encourage each of you to recognize that finding small ways to enjoy your day, your week, or your month continue to be really important. The more we each choose to give each other the benefit of the doubt, the more we treat each other with kindness and respect, the more we're contributing to the overall well-being of our workplace, our families, our friendships, and our communities. COVID is here to stay, it appears, for quite a while. And while we are all done with COVID, COVID is not done with us. And I just encourage you to be paying attention to what you might need during this time. This is National Case Managers Week. I did not actually know that that was such a thing, and I'm actually really appreciative that case managers are being recognized in this way. We have 21 case managers at Service Alternatives, so they're a good-sized part of our workforce. We have 19 of these individuals that work with children and families. We have 2 of these individuals that are case managers in Work First. And case managers are really at the core of supporting individuals to recognize what barriers are in their lives that are getting in the way of their goals. Case managers are critical in terms of teaching and guiding, resource collecting, resource connecting. Case managers are really at the core of individuals getting on their way to living their lives and fulfilling whatever they need to do in their lives in a healthier, more meaningful, and more productive way. And I really want to just appreciate what all of our case managers here at Service Alternatives do. It's significant. In terms of case managers, they do so many different types of things. And one thing that case managers are often at the core of is designing activities and carrying out activities in various ways. You may remember that in one of my April messages, I talked about the MALU program and the way Kendra and one of the youth that we're supporting set up the program to include a bunch of sensory activities and different activities that kids could participate in and get them away from home, but also have them do it in a healthy way. And we're continuing to use MALU in that same way. MALU is currently decorated for Halloween. This was again done by Kendra and by an intern that's working with us. And it's set up to allow the kids and support the kids a safe place to go and be and do activities with their staff in a way that's healthier than many other community places that we could be going. While at some point we hope to be serving and plan to be serving kids at MALU residentially again, it's been a really great haven during this time. Case managers take a lot in terms of the amount of training and the amount of support that each of these individuals need to be able to do their job successfully. It's really significant. And we're really excited about a recent transition that a case manager just made. One thing at Service Alternatives we really support and honor is individuals recognizing the career paths they can have with us. There are so many roles, there are so many geographies, there are so many types of service that we do, that we want individuals to understand what's possible. And that recently happened with Sonia, who's a case manager out of our Walla Walla program. She was wanting to move to her hometown of Spokane. And in order to do that, she needed a job. And she must have wanted to stay at Service Alternatives because she inquired about the possibility of transitioning from Walla Walla to Spokane. And the 2 program managers worked out a way for that to happen. And we're just excited that Sonia, a trained case manager, a very skilled case manager, was able to make that transition. She was able to fulfill her dream of moving back home, and we were able to retain a really qualified, skilled employee, and that is what it takes at Service Alternatives. One at a time, the more skill we all bring to our roles, the more passion and commitment we bring, the better work we do. And so I'm excited to hear of that story of Sonia. Case managers at Service Alternatives, like I said, are individuals that really are at the core of the work. And while we just celebrated DSPs, case managers in many roles at Service Alternatives need to be celebrated in different ways and in varying ways. The case managers in our Southwest Washington programs just were recognized by a foster parent that they had supported as a state foster family. They'd been supporting a kid about a year ago. And that family just stopped by and brought Olive Garden and Starbucks gift certificates for those case managers. I don't know myself whether they were recognizing National Case Managers Week or whether they were just doing something out of the goodness of their hearts. But celebration and appreciation comes in so many ways. And I myself am so appreciative of this gesture that was made by this foster family. And also just want to express my gratitude for what our case managers are doing every day. Lastly, I just want to acknowledge that fall is quite a time. It's an exciting time in many ways. I've talked about that in previous messages. For Service Alternatives, we're getting ready to celebrate our birthday, our 37th birthday, if you can imagine. So hopefully you saw the Halloween pumpkin carving activity that's going around. There was a flyer that was just distributed this week, and we hope that you'll participate in that. And in the airing of Good Day SA next week, I have an exciting new tradition that I'll be sharing with all of you. Please keep your masks on when you're at work. Please keep your masks on when you're out and about. Please continue to use hand sanitizers. Please continue to think about things like getting your flu shot. I'm getting mine this weekend. Please keep your cupboards and your offices full of all the cleaning supplies you need. COVID is on the rise again, SA, and the more each of us does every day to follow the protocols, the more successful we will continue to be together in beating this thing. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.